A young girl suddenly slips on an icy road and loses her life. A passerby rushes over to help. He loosens her belt and performs CPR, trying desperately to revive her. A woman sees the scene but misunderstands everything when the man runs away. Soon after, the police arrest him. Before long, he's accused of murder. Everyone overlooks one crucial fact: he was only trying to save the girl. They also ignore another truth. He has the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. His name is Yonggu, a man with an intellectual disability and one of the kindest hearts imaginable. More than anything, he loves his daughter, Yi-sung. After his arrest, the police exploit his only wish, to return home to his little girl. They manipulate him into confessing by promising he can see her again. Believing them, he admits to a crime he never committed. The court sentences him to death, and he's transferred to cell number 7. As soon as he arrives, the prison warden, Min Hwan, hears about the case. Furious, he attacks Yonggu before throwing him into the cell. 5 inmates already live there, led by Yang Ho. Sensing something unusual about Yonggu, they read his court documents. Once they see the murder charge, they beat him as well. From then on, prison life becomes unbearable. The inmates constantly torment him, leaving him isolated in a corner where he quietly writes his daughter's name in the dirt again and again. Everything changes during a prison fight. Another inmate lunges at Yang Ho with a knife. Without thinking, Yonggu jumps in and saves his life. Shocked by his selfless courage, Yang Ho offers him a reward. Yonggu asks for neither money nor privileges. His only wish is to see Yi-sung. Soon, a school choir visits the prison, giving the inmates the perfect opportunity. Amid the confusion, they hide Yi-sung inside a large box and secretly bring her into cell number 7. The instant Yonggu sees his daughter, his face lights up. He rushes over and hugs her tightly. Their reunion fills the once lonely prison cell with warmth, making it feel like a real home. Their happiness doesn't remain a secret for long. Warden Min Hwan discovers a child inside the prison and is outraged. To him, Yonggu is simply a convicted criminal, and his daughter doesn't belong there. Later, a massive fire breaks out inside the prison. When Min Hwan becomes trapped, Yonggu risks his own life without hesitation to rescue him. That act changes everything. For the first time, Min Hwan begins questioning whether Yonggu was truly guilty. From then on, he quietly allows Yi-sung to visit after school. Cell number 7 slowly becomes her second home. She studies there, eats with the inmates, and spends precious time with her father. As the trial approaches, the inmates prepare Yonggu for court, teaching him how to answer every question. They believe that if he simply tells the truth, justice still has a chance. But tragedy strikes again. The dead girl's father, who happens to be the police chief, brutally threatens Yonggu. He warns that if Yonggu refuses to confess, Yi-sung's life will be at risk. Terrified for his daughter, Yonggu sacrifices himself. In court, he falsely admits to the crime, and the judge sentences him to death. On the day of the execution, the guards escort Yonggu away. Suddenly, he breaks free and runs back to his daughter. Through the prison bars, he clings to her, crying uncontrollably. Realizing it's the last time he'll ever see her, his heart shatters. For the first time, he pleads for help, saying he was wrong and begging for forgiveness. Moments later, the execution is carried out, and Yonggu loses his life. Years pass. Yi-sung grows up and becomes a lawyer. Refusing to give up on her father, she fights tirelessly to reopen his case. At last, the truth comes to light, and the court officially declares Lee Yonggu innocent.